Hi, if you're new here, welcome. I'm Nicole. If you're returning, subscribe. Welcome back. Welcome to the family. Yes, today I'm gonna talk about expensive mistake. All right, so there are three types or three categories of mistake. You know, every mistake is still a mistake, but however they are like in three different stages. So we have the plain or the basic mistake that we make maybe in our daily lives as human being, and then we have expensive mistake that cost us more than just what can a simple or ordinary mistake cost us, and then we have a very expensive mistake. So yes, so I want to talk about mistakes that are very expensive, more importantly how you can prevent them, or just simply the mistakes that are expensive, not very expensive, or just ordinary mistakes, but more importantly how you can prevent them. That is very important. Let's say you are married, but you had an affair with your you have a mistress, you had an affair, and then your wife find out about it. She asked for a divorce. So as a consequence, the children that you have don't have the family set up anymore. You know, they have to deal with mom on the side, dad on the side. They lost the family setup. They lost seeing the parents in love, in harmony, under one roof. That is an expensive mistake. You know why it is expensive? Because the consequence of it, you know, will not only last 24 hours or 48 hours, but will last for a lifetime. Okay, so I'm gonna give an example, personal example. I have an aunt, so her husband, who is technically my uncle, is an attorney, but back then it was just a simple back then I think he wasn't just a simple attorney. I think he was trying to become a judge, or he was already a judge, or something like a DA or something like that, but he was going to the law firm in the morning, that morning. So they had a child, a toddler, and the toddler was outside on the porch on the yard. So he was trying to reverse. As he reversed, you know, the car, he hit the toddler. The skull of my niece stuck onto the tire of the car. That's when he stopped the car. As he got off the car, he just realized that my niece was bleeding. They took her to the hospital. It was too late. She passed away. It's so painful, but anyhow, so that mistake is very expensive because the consequence of it will last for a lifetime. As much as my aunt didn't press charges, you know, kind of walk free from it. Also, you know, working at the law firm, you could have beat that case anyway. But it will never leave your mind that you killed your child. It will never leave your mind that morning when you were reversing, that you kind of, you know, hit your toddler and between bracket murdered her. So that is a mistake, but it's quite a very expensive mistake because it will last lifetime. You had an affair with a man, your husband found out about it, wanted divorce. That is an expensive mistake because the consequence of that will last for a lifetime. So I want to give you an example of a plain mistake. Like in the morning you were supposed to go to the office or to work, you forgot the office keys on your desk. You drove all the way to work. Maybe it took you half an hour or 45 minutes, but you drove to work and you arrived without the keys. It was a mistake you made. You forgot to fetch the keys, the office keys. You had to drive back all the way again to the house to fetch the key and go drive again back to work. That was a mistake. You see, you made a mistake, but the consequence of it will not last for a lifetime because it's just cost you time and petrol, you know, this back and forth you had to do. So that is like a plain basic mistake. And fidelity, that cost you your relationship, your loving and caring relationship. That is an expensive mistake. And the mistake you made, probably like the uncle running onto your own child until the kid was dead, the baby was dead, that is very expensive mistake. I'll give you another example of very expensive mistake. if you're a parent, you have a swimming pool and kids, and one of your child or toddler happened to go to the pool, and then for a second you didn't check on the baby, on the child jumped into the pool trying to swim, couldn't, died. That is another very expensive mistake, because it will last for long. So yeah, these are the different type of mistakes that I wanted us to understand, and also more importantly I would like us to prevent it. If you can prevent a mistake, then you should prevent it. If you are married and you can close your legs and not have sex outside of your marital union, I think you should do that. If you can be careful enough to check your porch, your yard, your veranda, whatever you call it, before you reverse, before you park, before you pull, whatever, you should do that. If you can check your pool or restrict, even put a door, or tell the kids not to go swim and supervise, you should do that. Anything that you can prevent, you should do that. Even if you are a lawyer, for instance, you know that person did commit that murder, and it will be a mistake, a very expensive mistake, to let a murderer walk just because he paid you so much money as a judge, as a lawyer, as a state attorney. You shouldn't take that money and make that criminal walk, because the next minute is in the community, society will do the very same crime again. If you can prevent that, then you should stop that. If you are a doctor, I know malpractice exists, but if you can prevent something, then you should do it. If you are an accountant, you are good with numbers, you know when you switch numbers, you can actually cash a lot of money for yourself. But sometimes if they find you, you can be arrested, get some jail time. If you can prevent something like that, then you should do that. Every single thing that you can prevent by yourself, my advice to you in this video is that you should do that. You should do that. If you are a single man and you can save yourself from the trouble, of selling maybe illegal stuff, or traveling illegally, or sleeping with married women, doing any evil thing, then yes, gentlemen, you should prevent those mistakes. Every single mistake that you can prevent in your power, whether I've given example or not, I think you should prevent that. You are a single ladies or unmarried woman, you know that your boyfriend or whatever you're having fun with is not a husband material, or he doesn't have your best interest, doesn't love you, doesn't see a future with you, doesn't have marriage on the child. So having unprotected sex with him could lead you to falling pregnant, which will be a mistake for you, because you are outside of wedlock, because you are not married, you don't have his heart, like he doesn't love you, there's no future for him. So it will be a mistake to fall pregnant, and you shouldn't be having unprotected sex with him. It's a mistake. If you fall pregnant, you know that it will be a mistake. So if you can prevent it, then you should do it. That goes the same with gentlemen as well. If you can prevent having sex with a woman unprotected, you should do that. You know that the person sleeps around, your partner sleeps around, you stand the chance of having HIV, STD, even demon transfer. Let's just talk about HIV and STD, sexually transmitted disease, and HIV. Then I think you should do by all means not to have an unprotected sex, so you can help yourself not to fall pregnant or get HIV or get STD. Every single mistake, plain mistake, basic mistake, expensive and very expensive mistake can be prevented. So my advice to you is to prevent mistake. No, don't wait to have to cure it, trying to prevent it. All right, okay, this is my stop for today. I love you so much, but I have to leave you for now. I'll meet you in the comment section down below. Tell me what was your very expensive mistake, what was your most expensive mistake, and what is your plain basic mistake. Okay, I want to know about your mistakes, as well as what you could have done differently. What could you have done differently to avoid that? What would you think you should be doing in the future to avoid that mistake? So tell us about your plain mistake, your very expensive mistake, your expensive mistake, and what you could have done differently, or what you will be doing in the future in order to prevent that mistake from ever occurring again in your life. Okay, I'm Nico. I love you so much. If you like this video or my advice, please consider subscribing, like the video, comment, share to help someone out there. I love you so much, and I will definitely see you on my next upload. Bye. Bye.